Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Alhamdulillahi wa salatu wa salam ala Rasulullah. Imagine you're with some friends, just having fun on what seems like a normal day. Then, all of a sudden, the sky becomes dark in the middle of the day. You and your friends realize it's an eclipse. But what should you do? Should you just go back to what you were doing? Should you be exploring the science behind it? Or should you be looking at it from an Islamic point of view and wondering what the eclipse really means? I'm sure you've all heard about the solar eclipse expected to happen on August 21st. You might look up at the sky and think, wow, it's dark all of a sudden, and then dismiss any other possible opportunities to take advantage of during this once-in-a-lifetime experience. But we're here to tell you that as Muslims, we can use this opportunity to get closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Let's start by getting to know what a solar eclipse should mean to Muslims with a narration of when a solar eclipse occurred in the time of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. The day of that solar eclipse was coincidentally on the same day as the death of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam's young son Ibrahim. Many of the people in Medina, which was where the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam was at the time, were quick to spread the rumor that the eclipse was somehow connected to the death of the Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam's son. After praying Salatul Kusuf, the Sunnah Salat that is recommended to be performed during the solar eclipse, Rasulullah praised Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Then said to the people, the sun and the moon are two signs of Allah. They are not eclipsed on account of anyone's death or on account of anyone's birth. So when you see them, glorify and supplicate Allah, observe prayer, give alms. Sahih Muslim. First of all, the Prophet's remark reminded people that no matter how things turn out, it is always from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala because He subhanahu wa ta'ala is the all-knowing and all-powerful creator of everything. This incident can be served as a reminder to make sure we always approach all situations from the perspective of Islam. Secondly, we can also take away from this report that we should never try to change Islam to make life better or easier for ourselves. When the people began believing the solar eclipse was caused by the death of Ibrahim bin Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the messenger could have easily abused the position he had amongst those people and lied to them by confirming their rumors. But Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam persisted to be righteous and honest. Lastly, this also reminds us that as Muslims, we should always be honest. For instance, if you have to leave in the middle of a class to go pray, you should not lie about it and make an excuse for why you need to leave class. Similarly, we should never lie to someone about why we do not eat pork or drink alcohol, because being honest is ultimately a very important virtue for Muslims. Now, we're going to crash course you the history of solar eclipses John Green style for the sake of showing you how other people before Muhammad perceived this natural event. Back in the day, like 4,151 years ago, the ancient Chinese and Babylonians were the first to attempt at predicting solar eclipses. The Chinese, though, took the solar eclipse as a sign for the future of their emperor. In China, solar eclipses were thought to be associated with the health and success of the emperor, and failing to predict one meant putting him in danger. Legend has it that 2 astrologers were executed for failing to predict a solar eclipse. Clay tablets found at ancient archaeological sites show that the Babylonians were the first people to use the Saros cycle to predict eclipses. The earliest known Babylonian record is of the eclipse that took place on May 3rd, 1375 BC. So what should you take away from all of this? That you should always remember that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is your creator. When an event like an eclipse happens, you should be ready to approach it Islamically, not with false traditions and stories made up by people. It's okay to have a fun experience with the eclipse, learn the science behind it, and think it's really cool, but we should also try our best to do things like making a special dua during the eclipse and praying Salatul Kusuf, the sunnah prayer that can be done during a solar eclipse. Thank you for listening. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته.